Hi. Welcome to itechglance.com. Mobile is changing the world. Today, everyone has smartphones with them, constantly communicating and looking for information. In many countries, the number of smartphones has surpassed the number of personal computers. Having a mobile-friendly website has become a critical part of having an online presence. In many countries, smartphone traffic now exceeds desktop traffic. If you haven't made your website mobile-friendly, you should search Console's Mobile-Friendly Test Tool. Is a quick, easy way to test whether a page on your site is mobile-friendly. Recently, Google updated their search algorithm to favor mobile-friendly websites in mobile search and penalize those sites that do not have mobile-friendly or responsive versions. In order to help website owners confirm whether or not their site is considered mobile-friendly, Google also released a mobile-friendly test tool. The trouble is, some people are finding that their websites, which they thought were responsive or mobile-friendly, are failing Google's test. This can be extremely frustrating, but fortunately, there's a fairly simple fix. It tells you that you are mobile-friendly or you are not mobile-friendly. The new tool basically gives you a pass or fails position. Either it tells you that you are mobile-friendly or you are not mobile-friendly. First, go to search.google.com web link. Google created a site check tool. Type in your website, blog URL and see if your site passes. You may also see a list of resources that are said to cause errors. To see the list, click Show Resources. If you have errors, proceed as follows. Failed mobile-friendly test, page is not mobile-friendly. I suggest an overhaul of your site to a responsive design. That should clear your errors and position your site to better handle all the mobile changes that may come. The mobile-friendly test tool is easy to use. Simply type in the full URL of the web page that you want to test. Any redirects implemented by the page will be followed by the test. The test typically takes less than a minute to run. Test results include a screenshot of how the page looks to Google on a mobile device, as well as a list of any mobile usability problems that it finds. Mobile usability problems are issues that can affect a user that visits the page on a mobile, small screen device, including small font sizes, which are hard to read on a small screen, and use of Flash, which isn't supported by most mobile devices. What are the top 3 things I should know when building a site for mobile devices? 1. Make it easy for customers. Help your site's visitors to complete their objectives. They may want to be entertained by your blog posts, get your restaurant's address, or check reviews on your products. Walgreens GVP and Chief Technology Officer of E-commerce, AVEE, explains, "Our goal with everything we do on mobile is to make our customers' lives easier." Design your site to help make it easier for your customer to complete their most common tasks, from task conception, to visiting your site, to task completion. Outline the potential steps in your customer's journey to make sure the steps are easy to complete on a mobile device. Try to streamline the experience and reduce the number of user interactions. In this example, 1. The customer clicks on a site after searching for lamps to buy, 2. Browses through a selection of lamps, and 3. Purchases the desired lamp. 2. Measure the effectiveness of your website by how easily mobile customers can complete common tasks. Making a mobile site requires prioritization. Start by working out what the most important and common tasks are for your customers on mobile. Being able to support these tasks is critical, and this is why the measure of your mobile site is how well customers can complete their objectives. There are ways to make the design of your site support ease of use too. Focus on consistency in your interface and providing a unified experience across platforms. Mobile shoppers put ease of use foremost when it comes to mobile shopping sites, with 48% of respondents citing it as the most important quality of a mobile site they visit. Sites Media Post. 3. Select a mobile template, theme, or design that's consistent for all devices, that is, use responsive web design. Responsive web design, or RWD, means that the page uses the same URL and the same code whether the user is on a desktop computer, tablet, or mobile phone, only the display adjusts or responds according to the screen size. Google recommends using RWD over other design patterns. One of the benefits of RWD is that you only need to maintain one version of your site instead of two, that is, you won't need to maintain the desktop site at www.example.com and the mobile version at m.example.com. You will maintain only one site, such as www.example.com, for desktop and mobile visitors. A responsive site adjusts the display to various screen sizes while using the same URL and code. The testing tool is a useful way to manually check whether a specific URL plays nice with mobile phones, but by introducing an API, Google is enabling webmasters and developers to integrate the tool with automated software. So, for example, this could be used to automatically track specific pages on a website to avert accidental changes that make a page not so suitable for small screens. The API method runs all tests, and returns the same information, including a list of the blocked URLs, as the manual test, explained Google's Webmaster Trends analyst John Mueller, in a blog post. The documentation includes simple samples to help get you started quickly. The API launch fits in with Google's broader push to treat websites that have been built with mobile users in mind more favorably. Last year, the search giant revealed it would begin ranking mobile-friendly sites even higher in search results, though it had been labeling sites as mobile-friendly for some time already. And back in November, Google announced it would eventually switch to using the mobile versions of websites, rather than desktop versions, in search result rankings. On average, people check their phones more than 150 times a day, and more searches occur on mobile phones than computers. But if a potential customer is on a phone, and a site isn't easy to use, they're 5 times more likely to leave. But what is the specific purpose of this much hype too? Webmasters, as well as web developers, have been worried about the responsiveness for quite some time now. With multitudes of tools both free and paid to be available online, the entrepreneurs do not have to search for long. Unfortunately, not every tool gives accurate results. Google's tool is expected to check a website URL quickly and let you know whether it is mobile friendly. To avoid losing out in these crucial moments, you need a site that loads quickly and is easy to use on mobile screens. The first step is seeing how your site is performing. We can help by scoring your site for mobile friendliness, mobile speed, and desktop speed.